Motivation gets all the hype, but let me tell you something. Motivation is overrated. The real game changer is consistency. And today, I am going to show you why consistency is the most underrated advantage in corporate life, fitness, and beyond. Myself, Chennakeshlu Chandrasekhar. This is the Channa Files, where we break down corporate lessons, career growth strategies, and life habits that actually work. No fluff, just real stories, real insights, and practical takeaways you can use right now. Consistency, the most underrated advantage. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever been fully motivated and prepared a plan and planned everything perfectly? That could be your work goals in your organization, your gym routine plan, your diet chart, and you started following it for days together. You thought you were unstoppable. Then suddenly you miss one day, then another, and slowly everything collapses. And the worst part, you don't lose confidence in your plan, you lose confidence in yourself. You start thinking, why can't I stay consistent? But the problem is not you. The problem is you are relying in motivation. And in today's world, motivation is unstable. Consistency is the power. Let me tell you something about Jeff. When Jeff started Amazon, it wasn't the giant we see today. It was just the online bookstore. But what made Amazon different was not the idea, it was the obsession with consistency. Every single day, they focused on customer experience, fast delivery, reliable system. There were no sudden breakthrough. It was small improvements repeated again and again over years. That is what created a scale, not intensity. But consistency at a system level. That's how big companies are built. Now look at Satya. When Satya became the CEO for Microsoft, it was already big. But internally, there were stagnation, silos, ego, slow innovations. He didn't come and change everything in one quarter. He did something more powerful. He consistently changed culture, encouraged learning mindset, broke internal competition, promoted collaboration with small changes. He kept getting the small changes repeated daily over a time. That consistency transformed Microsoft into one of the most valuable companies again. No shortcuts, no sudden spike, just consistent direction. Now let's understand what consistency is. Consistency is not about doing big things. It's about doing small things even when you don't feel like it. In corporate, consistency looks like replying to on time, delivering when you said you will, being prepared every single meeting, not sometimes, every time. In fitness, showing up even when you're tired and doing a shorter workout instead of skipping, maintaining the routine for months. This is called consistency. Consistency is a controlled repetition, and repetition builds trust. Now, let's connect this in today's market. Look around you. What do you see? Some companies have layoffs, some companies are doing cost cutting, increased competition. Everyone are in race, pressure on performance, you need to deliver. In such environment, companies don't reward unpredictability. They reward stability. Even leaders like Elon Musk are known for extreme expectation. But one thing they value highly is people who deliver consistently under pressure. Because in uncertain environments, Consistency reduces the risk, and in business, reducing risk is more valuable than occasional brilliance. Let me give a real situation. Let's try to connect this with your work profession and fitness. Let's assume there are two employees. One delivers amazing work sometimes, but misses deadlines occasionally. Another person delivers good work consistently, always communicates and keeps the stakeholders informed, always reliable, very reliable. Just imagine you as a manager, whom would you trust? Obviously, the second person. Because consistency creates the predictability, and predictability creates trust, and trust creates growth. To make it more simple, let's try to connect this with us, our fitness. You go to gym, you see two people. One person loads the weight, lifts very heavy, and trains very aggressively and gets all the attention in the gym, but disappears for weeks. Another person comes daily, trains moderately, doesn't skip, is always there in gym working out. After 6 months, who transforms more? Always the consistent one. Because the body does not reward intensity, it rewards repetition. Here is the most important part. Consistency builds identity. When you show up daily, your brain starts believing, I am someone who does not break. And that changes your behavior completely. You don't depend on motivation anymore. You act automatically. That's when growth becomes natural. So, here's the truth. Consistency is not exciting at all. Not at all. It does not get attention. It does not feel powerful in the beginning. But over time, it becomes unstoppable. Whether it is in your professional life, corporate, or your fitness, or in your own life, the most consistent person in the room will eventually dominate. Remember it, eventually he will dominate. Alright, that's it for today's episode of the Channa Files. As a working professional, my weekdays are packed with corporate responsibilities, but weekends are when I get to work on my passion. So every weekend, you can expect a new video right here, and along the way, I will also share my own transformation journey and some simple practical workouts that anyone can follow to stay consistent. Last but not the least, remember something. Motivation will start your journey, but consistency will decide where you end up. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next weekend with another episode of the Channa Files.